Hi, I'm Maxi from Maximum Flavor. Today's video is gonna be special because it's my 10th video and this is my first time showing my face in one of my videos. So if you were expecting someone better looking, then I apologize, but I'm what you have, so deal with it. And for the next part, we are making bread. I think making bread is just something very special. There's nothing like making bread. I think everyone should experience making bread at least once in their lifetime. I don't know, man. It's just the feeling of achieving something like that. Because bread is something we don't make. We buy bread. We don't make bread. It's not in our weekly cycle to make bread. If your family makes bread regularly, then good for you. But for most people, that's just not how it works. And I think making bread is very timely because of the current situation we're in, the difficult times we're facing. It's very economical, and when you achieve making bread, it's just a good win and it's a great feeling. Because unlike making anything else, like a hot dish, the ingredients you're gonna use with bread when raw doesn't really resemble anything like the finished product. You're gonna use flour, water, stuff like that doesn't look anything like bread. But when you stick with the process and you do it right, you open your oven with beautiful bread inside. It's just something magical. Some say it's science with the gluten and the yeast. It's not science. It's magic. And with that, let's make bread. I'm gonna teach you how to make challah bread. The complete ingredients list and the exact measurements will be listed down below in the description section. We are gonna mix in together the water, the butter, the egg yolks, the sugar, and the salt. Whisk that until the sugar and the salt dissolves. Combine the yeast with the flour. If you are planning to get into baking, I would suggest investing in some scrapers, a bowl scraper and a bench scraper. Use the bowl scraper or a spatula to mix in the yeast properly. Now pour in the wet ingredients. Try to combine the mixtures with a scraper or a spatula until it's stable enough to take out the bowl. Now use your bench scraper or something similar to help you knead it until it becomes a dough. At this point, you can see the dough is becoming slack and sticky, but that's okay, just keep kneading it and eventually it will dry up and become easier to work with. I'm adding flour to help me out a bit, but don't add too much because it might make your bread dry and tough. At this point, you can see that the dough is not sticky anymore and it's starting to become smooth. Once the dough is smooth, you'd want to form it into a ball. You can do that by tucking it under. Now place the dough in a lightly greased bowl. Cover that with plastic so it doesn't dry up and let it rest for 30 minutes under room temp. After 30 minutes, take out the dough. Now do as I do. I know it looks fun, but this actually has a purpose. We are simply popping out the air pockets in there. After popping the air pockets, give it a fold and then form it into a ball again. Then put it back in the bowl and let it rest for another 30 minutes. I know, but making bread is a waiting game, so you have to be patient. We got this! After 30 minutes, it is now time to divide the dough. Now this recipe yields one big loaf, but I'm choosing to make 2 small ones instead. So I'm gonna divide it by 6 instead of 3. Weigh the whole dough and then divide it. Try to keep it covered in plastic to prevent it from drying out. Do that with the rest and you're gonna end up with 6 even portions. Now you're gonna want to ball up the portions. This is pretty hard to explain, so just watch the video. And just repeat the process with all the portions. Once you're done, just let them rest for another 10 minutes. While resting that, we are gonna prepare our oven because we are gonna use it for proofing. Just pour boiling hot water on a bowl and just place it on the bottom rack of your oven. And keep the light of your oven on. Now it's time to pre-shape the dough. You would want to roll it into 8 to 10 inch rods, making sure that the ends are tapered. And since I don't have the patience to explain this, just watch the video carefully. Repeat the process with the other doughs and make sure that they all have the same length. Once you're done with all of them, you are now ready to braid it. Once again, watch the video carefully. Key pointers for these are pinching the ends hard enough so they don't separate during proofing and baking, and tucking in the ends after you braid it. After shaping it, you are now gonna put it on a greased pan. Make sure the pan is big enough because the dough will double its size when proofed. Do the same for the other loaf. Apply a thin coat of egg wash. Egg wash is just a mixture of beaten eggs and milk. Now just put that inside the prepped oven and let it proof for an hour. For the meantime, you can watch videos of Erwan Youssef. So after proofing, this is what they're gonna look like. Yeah, I know, they got thick, huh? Apply another thin layer of egg wash. Now we're gonna bake them in a preheated oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 minutes or until you reach the internal temp of 195 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't forget to remove the bowl. Jesus Christ. Come on. This is Maxi from Maximum Flavor. Thank you once again for watching the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and watch out for more videos to come.